Okay, good afternoon everyone. A quick video just to run through the GoXchange platform and bring everyone up to speed as where we're at with development of the service, timelines, and really what's next. So a really quick run through. The first thing you'll be doing when you log in as an administrator is creating a cohort. So the cohort will be the exchange students that you'll be adding on to the platform. So for example, the cohort could be, outgoing 1920. You can create a code for this cohort. I suggest using something that is in line with what you're using internally so you can work out who's who and the phase that the cohort is on, and then it's a case of just pressing create. So cohort is created here. So each one that's created sits on a list here and you can edit them or delete as required. Each cohort has a code, and that's important because that's what the users are going to enter in the app when they register, and that's going to authenticate their accounts. It's going to tell us who they are. Invite, you select the cohort here, you enter the email addresses as we did previously for some of you. You can upload a CSV file, and this time you can edit the content, so you can say please follow, dear student, please follow the link below or use the code below to register on the GoXchange app. The code will sit there so the student can't really miss it, and then send invites. You can create tasks, so complete learning agreement form is one example of a pre-departure task. The task name, the description. You can decide on the priority of the task, whether it's high or low, in this case high, a complete by date, and a number of push notifications that you want to send students before the deadline. So if you want to send 2 push notifications 2 days before, 3 days or hours or whatever you think is appropriate, and press save. The broadcast feature is also new, and it is a way to send a message out to that cohort. So you put in the broadcast name. It could be reminder to complete the learning agreement, and I'm going to send it out to this cohort because they're not doing that, and I'm going to write, dear students, please do what we asked you to do, and so on. Press send. So it'll sit in here. You get your broadcast name, what cohorts you sent it to, the date created, date modified, and you'll also get an open list as well, and that will be sent to the student in there as an in-app message. Groups will appear, so these will be a list of groups the students can congregate, meet, connect with other students, and so on. You can create new ones, group name, add a group image, and then who you want to make it visible to. The student list will appear here, so each new registration when they registered. And the analytics is an overview of what's happening at any given time. So you'll have an overview of the number of students who've registered, the number of invitations that you've sent out, so how many have been invited versus how many of those have registered, an option to send a reminder, user activity, the task activity, so those tasks, those pre-departure tasks that you've assigned to a particular cohort, you get some visibility on how many of those the students have completed, and you can apply filters. On the student side, let me just jump back here. So the students log in. Once they follow that email link, they can log in. They'll be invited to add that code in order to verify their account. When they do that, they get a little star at the top left. They'll indicate where they're going on exchange, what they're looking for, a little bit about themselves, destination, and the exchange start date. Once they've added that information, the system will connect them up with other students going to the same location, as well as ambassadors who are currently there. I know some of you have sent us a list of ambassadors already, and this is where they're going to sit. The students can then message, obviously interact, get some support from ambassadors, and they can apply a filter as well here to find ambassadors, from particular places and so on. The message feature allows them to send one-to-one messages. This time we've added a new feature here which allows them to add another participant to a group or to a one-to-one chat. So some feedback from students was that they wanted to pull other people into a conversation around a particular topic or a particular location, city, etc. That allows them to do that. The task then looks like this. So pre-departure tasks, they sit here, completed, outstanding, high priority ones at the top, ones that have overrun. Students click yes to indicate it's done, and then it'll sit on a completed list at the bottom here. Each time you push out a new task, it'll appear, or the student will get a notification, and the notifications tab looks like this. So a new task added, a new broadcast message, a new message in one-to-one, a new group message, and so on. So it'll alert them as to what's happening at any given time, and it's a way for you to keep to give them a little nudge and to help them through the phases of Exchange. The quick links is just shortcuts into different parts of your website, shortcuts to important information, emergency contact, all that type of stuff. So you can put in there what you need to, and again you can do that from your admin. And that's it. That's where that's at. I'll shortly be sending you this document. What we need to know from you at this point is what cohorts are you planning to add. So we need a cohort name, what code are you assigning to them, and the cohort phase, so we can set this up for each of you. The tasks, so what's the task description, is it a priority, when does it need to be completed by, and whether it requires a push notification, how many admin accounts you need for your particular team. And also, I know some of you have already sent us an ambassador list, but if you have ambassadors or people that you like, students who are currently on Exchange or perhaps have been on Exchange that you'd like us to add to the platform, please send those on. And any quick links, any content, any things that you'd like to signpost students to. Also, I think from speaking to most of you, you're sending this out via email, but you may want additional promotional material, things like flyers, a website banner for your website, leaflets, posters, any type of marketing. I know some also are doing maybe a campaign through Facebook and things like that. Just let us know what the particular touch points are, and we'll try and supply you with the right materials and assets. Okay, we're looking at the 29th of April to go live. I'll be in touch with each of you before that date. If you have any questions, suggestions, updates, you like things, you don't like, let us know what's happening. Take it easy.